What is going on, everyone? Hopefully, you guys are all having a great evening. Sorry, I've been kind of MIA for the last few days. Here, let's do this. MIA for the last few days. Haven't been feeling the greatest, so but I'm starting to feel better and stuff. My sinuses are starting to clear up a little bit. I don't know if I had a sinus infection or what I had going on, but yeah. So I'm back, um, and yeah, happy to be back. Looks like my mic is working. All that stuff is working. Appreciate the 2 likes if you haven't already. Smack that like button. Of course, if you're new watching the stream, hit that subscribe button and bell notifications so you guys don't miss anything. So let's talk about talk about life. Um, this is that. Something at me. I didn't. Anyway, hold on. Having some internet. All right. All right. We're all right. Anyway, so been sick for the last couple days, but I'm feeling better. Um, I'm gonna be ordering a new router. My router, for whatever reason, is throttling my internet. Because when I plug my modem directly into my PC, I'm getting, well, pretty much the whole 1 gig download and 20 upload. But for whatever reason, whenever I use via my router, I'm getting like half my speed. So that's why I drop frames. Can't play the game as good as I normally would. What I mean by that is they were seeing me before I see them. So that is why I'm not playing any games live either. Um, so and not that, and just there's not a lot of games out there that I want to play at all. Warzone 2, as you guys know, is just horrible. Not something I want to play. It's not something I enjoy. It's not something. I mean, just absolutely horrible. It's just not something fun. So that is why I haven't been playing any games. I'm not. There's no games that I want to play. Apex is okay. If I would have started that maybe in the beginning, I probably would have enjoyed it more. Um, Fortnite is not a game for me. There's not a lot of games out there. You love the title? It's true. There is no good games out there right now, brother, and it's unfortunate. It's sad. It's Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Modern Warfare 3. I enjoyed the beta. I think I'll enjoy the game. You know, they're going to be tweaking things like the spawns. They're going to look at the spawns. That was like probably my biggest complaint about Modern Warfare 3 was the spawns in it. The spawns were horrible. So hopefully they tweak the spawns to where the game plays better and more fluid. Um, the spawns were chaotic, so you never knew where someone was going to spawn. I mean, there's been several times where people spawn right in front of me, or I'd spawn right in front of someone, and the next thing I'm dead. No time to react. No nothing. No time for them to react. So that's that's my biggest complaint with Modern Warfare 3, to be honest. The rest of it was good. Yeah, there's a lot of rumblings on the internet. Here, I'll actually just show you a lot of rumblings on the internet about uh, the SBMM. And the SBM is, I don't know if it's strong. You've been playing Fortnite, kind of liking it. Oh, there you go. Um, a lot of rumblings about the SBMM, skill based matchmaking, on Warfare 3. How it's ramped up and stuff. I don't think it's ramped up per se. I think they use the same engine that they have for Modern Warfare 2. I think what people are feeling is people with movement. There's a lot more people out there that are good with movement. So let's just see. Uh, SBMM. No, not Modern. Let's see. Let's see what these guys say. Skill based matchmaking once again sparked after recent PlayStation exclusive system. Yeah, So people are just irritated how strong skill-based matchmaking is. So for those of you guys that don't remember, skill-based matchmaking wasn't super strong until Modern Warfare 2019. That's when they tweaked the skill-based matchmaking and made it super strong. Um, all the games before Modern Warfare 2019 were more connection-based. So of course, they didn't have dedicated servers either. So it was more connection-based. So whoever the host was, or whoever had a good internet that was close to you, was going to be the host. So you could get all kinds of games. Yes, you'll get some sweaty games. Yes, you'll get some easy games. But it was a better, better, in my opinion, better skill-based matchmaking than recent Call of Duties. And the only reason why I say that is because I have a better connection against all the players that I'm playing against. So if it's a really sweaty lobby, at least I have a good connection. What was my problem with Fortnite? It just felt. I mean, you gotta realize I'm a Call of Duty player at heart. So for me, it just felt clunky. Um, the aim down sights were weird. You know, you watch mouse and keyboard players, and in my opinion, have an advantage in that game. Same with Apex Legends, they have an advantage in that game. Where in COD, it was until Modern Warfare 2, mouse and keyboarders did not have an advantage. Excuse me, yeah, yeah. Modern Warfare 2 kind of took the aim assist a little overboard, to be honest. A little too strong in Modern Warfare 2 for controller players. That's why you hear your mouse and keyboard players complaining about it now. But Modern Warfare 2, before that, Modern Warfare 3, it was pretty even. Mouse and keyboard players versus controller players. It was pretty even. Modern Warfare 2019 did it good. And the reason why I say that is because you had a ton of people playing controller, and you had a ton of people playing mouse and keyboard. I mean, you see streamers that are mouse and keyboard playing constantly. This year, you have in Modern for 2019, you have a lot of mouse and keyboard players switching to controller, and for the reason of aim assist. The aim assist is super strong. Yeah, it is really different. It also mainly targeted for younger, I think. Yeah, and that's cool. I mean, that's cool. If I was younger, maybe I would enjoy it a lot more. But um, I don't know. I don't enjoy it. Appreciate the 7 likes. You guys are awesome. Um, yeah, so it's kind of one of those things. I don't know. I mean, like right now, if I was trying to play a game with all of my, so I've got 14,689 drop frames. Imagine me trying to play a game with my input the way it is. Uh, I mean, the players would see me where I see them. So Tuesday, I am buying a new router. The unfortunate part is I got to wait for it to come in, and then once I get the new router, we'll be playing some games. Don't know what it's going to be yet. I mean, I'm really waiting for Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 to drop. Um, it's yeah. That's my biggest thing is I'm waiting for Modern Warfare 3 to drop. And people, I mean, do they think that they're just going to get rid of SBMM? So SBMM was in the old Call of Duties too. It just wasn't as strong as it is now. That's the difference. It didn't pick SBMM skill base over connection. That was the difference that it is. Now it picks skill base over connection. So what I mean by that is if you have a really good game, you drop, let's just say 40 to 50 kills in a domination match, and you only die like 5 or 6 times. That very next game is going to be super super sweaty. That's what it way this skill based matchmaking works. Just crazy. I don't know, not my thing. I mean, it is what it is. Um, let's see what's happening on Twitter. Here's the crazy part. There's so much anti-Semitism going on. I mean, I mean, like this guy. This guy is horrible. Jackson Hinkle, horrible. He's pushing the narrative that is or that the Jewish people are like Hitler or Stalin. Just crazy. Let me see. Look at this. Israel deserved 10-7. I mean, we're sick. Sorry, I'm just covering a bunch of. I smell. Don't start with me. I'm just covering a bunch of stuff. Going over all things tonight. I mean, there's so much misinformation, as the left would call it, on Twitter right now. She say, Candace, I kind of always like what she has to say. International liberalism following World War II has been an abject failure. If America doesn't have to follow the rules of or respect the UN votes, then the mask has dropped. The mask has dropped, and the countries will resort back to national sovereignty and the laws of the jungle. Interesting. The finals beta right now. I saw the previews for it. I'm not sure if I don't know. The problem is, I mean, like even right now, I'm dropping frames, and so me trying to play a game while I'm dropping frames um, isn't good. That means so my streaming PC says it's not getting enough upload. So then for my gaming PC will not get enough upload. So me shooting um, isn't going to be a direct reflection of what actually is happening. They're seeing me first before I see them. So I'll die in one bullet, which was what was happening the last few times that I played Call of Duty. National sovereignty. I don't know that one. And the banned weapons. Since that massacre, and the massacres, I mean, are horrible. The unfortunate part is this guy was saying that he was going to do it like a week or two before. Switch to PS4, PS5. Why? So I can play the games that I don't enjoy? I don't get it. I mean, I guess I could play Black Ops 4, PS4. The same. It'll be the same issue though. Not getting enough upload. Um, not getting enough upload. They'd see me before I see them. Not an actual representation of what I see. Mountain. Appreciate the 7 likes. You guys are awesome. If you haven't already, smack that like button. Of course, if we have any new watching the stream, hit that subscribe button and bell notifications so you guys don't miss anything. People are just weird. I mean, the stuff that they put on Twitter. And Matthew Perry died. This guy right here. So dies from a heart issues. COVID vaccines. Uh, there's a narrative going around that Matthew Perry, and I don't know. There's a lot of stuff out there right now with COVID vaccines that are showing that people can have heart issues after getting a COVID vaccine. So, guy's 54 years old. He's not much older than me, and dies of a heart attack. That's crazy. They just slammed that cat. I mean, stuff like that. They put the weirdest stuff on Twitter. It's crazy. You have Twitter? You should follow me on Twitter. I like to debate on Twitter quite a bit, so it's kind of fun. 33 trillion in debt. Our open border is national security. How many of those voters were outside the U.S.? Yada yada. What is this? This week, the House will vote on 14.5 billion foreign aid package for Israel, an additional 3.1 billion that already passed. I will be a no vote unless, or no, less than 1/3 of the 449,000 people who responded to my poll today support that additional funding. We simply can't afford it. Interesting. Can't wait to get the Xbox Series X. Has a wide variety of posts. Yeah, I do too. There was a guy on here that was talking about, there's going to be posts on Twitter that I don't agree with, but at the same time, it is the only social media site that doesn't censor or block beliefs or opinions that people don't like. I mean, Facebook will block things that it doesn't like, or goes against their narrative. YouTube, same thing. What's it? Instagram, same thing. What's the other one? I don't know what the other one is, but they all censor and block things. Modern Warfare 3 campaign preload will be available November 1st at 10 a.m. Is that just for PlayStation? PS5? Cross-gen? No, both. I'm not a campaign player. I don't know. I mean, we may check it out, though. It's over. World War III ain't happening. Why can't everyone just chill? I don't know who that guy is, but I don't think he understands what's going on in the world right now. I think we're closer to World War III than a lot of people understand. This guy is anti-Semitic as they come. Is Oregon the best one-loss team in the country? Absolutely. It's interesting to see people or go through like this type of stuff to get paid the average salary of citizens. Not wrong. The problem with Congress members is they have all these people that push or pay them or give them donations and stuff like that to vote in their favor of things that they will make money on. So until that changes, these congressmen and senators and all that stuff, they just make millions upon millions on top of their salary, and it's sick and it's sad. And what is wrong with people? I mean, look at this guy. Don't get paid enough with this type of behavior. I'm not gonna play it all, but I'm not gonna turn on the sound. I mean, just kids are punks. I'm live exposing Israeli war crimes and discussing no oil for Gaza. There's another guy that's very anti-Semitic. I don't know. There's just so much stuff on here. Heck is that? On what occasion do you wear this? Riding a roller coaster could help you pass a kidney stone? Probably. You won't be thinking about passing a kidney stone while you're riding that. Dozens of Iranian and Syrians have crossed the U.S. Mexico border in October as war escalates in the Middle East. And just in the past month, 50 Iranians, 100 Syrians have reportedly been apprehended at the border. The worst part, according to the source who spoke with Brett Bart, anyway, is that Border Patrol is having little to no advance intelligence warning. We are receiving no advance warning of the arrival of special interest migrants from the region with any specificity. We are left to sort through the grab bag of migrants in small and large groups to figure out who is in the group and why they're coming. Huh. Makes sense as why they're coming. Anyone with a brain knows why they're coming. America is going to get attacked at some point here in the United States. It's sad, but it's going to happen. Academic cheat. Similar attack on Taiwan. See, this world is getting bad. What was the mass shooting about? Yo, what up, Justin? What would you do if you won $100 million lottery? Oh, I bought a lottery ticket. I don't ever buy lottery tickets, but I bought one. I don't know what happened. It's in my wallet. I bought it like last week. I guess I should probably check it, see if I won anything. Oh my goodness, man. Of course you would say something like that. best Call of Duty of all time. Modern Warfare 3, the original, hands down. That's all Mountain thinks about. He doesn't think about anything else. His women. That's probably the only smart thing this John Fetterman has ever asked for. Calls for the United States to ban the CCP from buying American farmland and suggests we should take the land back. Yes, given. See, here's what's going on in the world. So a lot of people, like I said, don't realize how close we are to World War III or close we are to I'm going to say it, the Antichrist coming back. So Putin says we are ready to expand cooperation with the Islamic world. Um, if you read your Bible, you know that the Islamic world or Islam is a direct contradiction to what the Bible says. I shouldn't say it that way. The end times are their end times, according to the Quran, is a direct contradiction to the Bible's end times. Resurgence? No. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. We may one of these days. I heard you all wish I was never president. Yeah. What up, Justin? So much fake news out there. Game is trash, but there's literally nothing else to get to play. Yeah, the game is not fun. Holy crap! Look at how high that guy's going. That's insane. That guy's got to be going like 30 feet in the air. That's insane. Make gaming great again. I'm hoping Modern Warfare 3 does that. So, mass shooting in Florida last night. 14 to 15 people shot. At least 2 are dead. No outrage from Hogg, Sisson, or Paladin. Bad. Nothing from Biden or Harris either. Oh, was there someone that shot in Florida last night? I mean, I know there's a mass shooting, but this is a different one than what they're talking about because this says it's black thugs shooting black folks, so they can't really use this to aid their or to advance their narrative without also admitting their soft on crime policies are a failure. The truth is, they don't give a crap. I'm saying crap. You guys know the other word about life or guns. It ain't about the children. They simply want to control over you. Guns won't allow them to do that, so they need to disarm you. Not lying. That's sick. People are twisted. I mean, there's so many narratives out there right now about everything that's going on. The world is twisted, and it's sad. These are people all going to the southern border. Holy cow. Yo, what up, Jacob? What was for dinner tonight? Oh, dude, we had pork chops. Cooked them on the grill out front. My smoker. Oh, so good. Smoked pork chops are the best. All I did was just put salt and pepper on them. That's all I did, and they were just perfect. Good to see you, Jacob. Hopefully you're having a good night, my friend. Is Halloween tomorrow? No, 31st. Tomorrow's the 30th. 30th. Will Modern Warfare 3 be top 5 Call of Duty? See what people are saying. Because that's it? That's more than that. Has potential. May as well comment. If they get rid of all the things that we didn't ask for in Modern Warfare 2 and bring, oops, all the things we liked about whether they'll do that or not, it remains to be seen. I'm just curious on how well that engine or the new Modern Warfare 3 will work with Warzone. This is bad. Let me go grab a beverage, and I will kind of break down what I think about this war that might be coming up. So give me just a second. I'll be right back, guys. Appreciate the 8 likes. If you haven't already, smack that like button. Of course, if we have any new watching the stream, hit that subscribe button and bell notification so you guys won't miss anything. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Do a Halloween special stream. So I hate the cold. Getting cold here in Oregon that time of year. Yeah, dude, it was. So I went to work yesterday morning, trying to do some inventory stuff. 17 degrees. It was freaking cold. Cold enough. Cold enough for sure. All right, so let's talk about this. What I think about this war. Yo, what up, Helix? Good to see you, brother. Uh, this war that is going down in Israel, or uh, the Gaza Strip. So everything I'm seeing in things, according to my beliefs, if this war is what I think it's going to be, or what it possibly is going to be, this war is going to be nasty. Um, what I mean by that is Russia will get involved, Iran will get involved, all the surrounding nations around Israel will get involved. Um, it could get very nasty. So if you look at biblical scriptures and stuff like that and what it talks about, this could be the war of Ezekiel, Ezekiel 37 and 38. And in the Bible, it talks about Gog and Magog and the Prince of Raush, which is Russia, Persia, which is Iran. It talks about all these surrounding um, all these surrounding nations around all these nations around Israel and stuff like that. I mean, it's playing out just like the Bible foretells it. That's the freaky part. A lot of people don't realize that, but that is the freaky part. A book that's written over 2,000 years ago. Um, maybe it's not quite that long, but long enough. Most people don't even know what you're talking about. You ask them on the streets. I do, however, see it happening. See, Helix, there's a lot of people that don't understand what we're living in right now, and it's so sad to see with these people. I mean, I know what where I'm going and know where that I don't have anything to be worried about. But a lot of my loved ones aren't saved. A lot of my the people that I care very much about aren't saved. So that being said, watching or reading through Twitter, I mean, there's so much anti-Semitism on Twitter. It's sick. Oh, I wish I was there at that game. There's just a ton of anti-Semitism. London has fallen. Islam terror accounts. I mean, like this. You know, there's so much. Israel got attacked. Yo, what up, Red? Israel got attacked. October 7th, Hamas came in, killed, what is it, 15,000 people? Or 1,500 people? Um, Raped, murdered, and killed all these people. I don't understand why these people don't think, why these people don't think that they're going to, Israel has the right to defend themselves. Turkey as well wants to get involved. Yeah, if it's the war that I think it is, it's supposed to be like 10 nations or something like that's going to get involved to attack Israel. What I find weird, Israel's tiny. If you look at it, Israel on the map, it's tiny. Um, The United States is not mentioned in the Bible. So I took that as the United States either one is not a superpower anymore when this happens, um, or two don't care at that point. But looking at it now, the only reason why all these nations, China's one of them too, only reason why all these nations would attack Israel, such a small country, is if it had something backing it, someone backing it. That being said, the way I'm kind of looking at things now is like, okay, you got 10 different nations coming after Israel. Why are 10 nations coming after such a small nation? I mean, it's very small on a map. They have 300,000 troops, I think, is what they're at. It's a very small nation. Um, you take 10 different nations, Iran, China is one of them. All the surrounding nations around there, Russia. I mean, these guys will have millions of soldiers. USA should nuke them? No, that's not the answer. Why would 10 nations come after one nation that is so small? And the only thing that I can think of is maybe the United States is backing in this war that Ezekiel's talking about. And so there has to be multiple nations getting involved in this, not just one nation, or a few nations. There has to be these big nations that get involved in order for Israel to get attacked by so many nations. And I didn't think about that until actually today, to be honest with you. Why so many nations would come against Israel? Now it's starting to make sense. So if this is the war that Ezekiel talks about, then this is also the war that the Antichrist comes out. So for those of you that don't know what the Antichrist is, there's been several of them throughout the years. Hitler, Stalin, all these guys were antichrists. They went against everything that Christ taught. That is what an antichrist is. But there's going to be one antichrist at the end that leads several nations against Israel. At first, he's going to rise up and bring peace to the area. And then eventually, he's going to turn on that nation. So, to be exact, the Bible says 3.5 years. 3.5 years, there'll be peace in that area, peace in that region, peace for the Israeli people, and the Israeli people look up to him, think he's awesome, think he's great, thinks he's all that stuff. But in the middle of that 3.5 years or 7 years, we'll put it 7 years. In the middle of that 7 years is when he turns on them and then goes after them to kill them all, to just annihilate Israel, the Israelis, the Jewish people. Then of course they leave Israel. God prepared a place for them to leave and hide out for 3.5 years. So it's all prepared, ready for them to be in there. So 3.5 years, Antichrist comes, beginning of it. So the way it works, beginning of it, for 3.5 years, the Antichrist brings peace to the Middle East. So he looks like a great guy, looks like this fantastic guy and stuff like that. After that 3.5 years, is called the isolation of desolation. And so he sits on God's seat, and says that he is God basically, and performs these miracles of sorts. You guys are getting a quick version of this. Performs these miracles of sorts, says he's God, has lightning, strike down, all that stuff. And then that next 3.5 years is hell on earth, basically. Hell on earth. That's I'm short phrasing it, but that's kind of the way the Bible describes it. Um, that next 3.5 years, everyone is required to worship this Antichrist, required to do everything, required to get the mark of the beast, required, I mean, all this stuff. I think Iran has a nuke. Why the U.S. forces went so fast over there? Possibly. Absolutely. Helix, maybe they know something we don't. I mean, what do we got? 6 ships over there right now? By over there, I meant carrier groups to the Med. Yeah. I mean, they got like 6 or 7 ships over there right now, from my understanding, and they deployed like 19. What did they say? 19,000 troops to our areas over there. In Iraq, from what I understand. So if this is that war that is stated in Ezekiel, and the United States backs Israel, I could see now why 10 nations would come after Israel. I mean, it's just like what we're living in. Holy cow! A lot of people don't see it, and a lot of people don't. I mean, if it is, I can't say it is for sure, because the only way that I think I'll know for sure is if Iran gets involved and Russia gets involved. Then I'll know. Okay, this is the war that God warned us of. This is the war that has been coming since for the last 2,000 years that we've been told about it. Um, so that being said, read your Bibles, guys. If you guys don't read your Bibles, start. I couldn't be more. I mean, I'm 40, 46 years old, and things I've seen in life haven't been more real till this whole thing started happening. I've seen things. I mean, good becoming evil and evil becoming good. Celebrating sin versus looking down on sin. That stuff's been happening, but it's gotten worse and worse over the last few. So it's just crazy what's going on right now. I got 4 notifications that quick. So what do we got going on here? I don't know what all that is. It's just sad. I mean, people need to wake up to what's going on in the world. People need to see the truth. If you start reading the Bible and start seeing what is going on today, time to wake up. If you're a Christian that hasn't read the Bible in a long time, you need to start reading the Bible. Yeah. Israel has begun bombing the West Bank. So this guy is just anti-Semitic as they come. What's interesting, from what I understand, he is a here. Let's just look at the account here. From what I understand, he's a communist. He's always been a communist. Um, and now he is putting out as much stuff as he can uh, against here against um, against Israel. as much stuff as he can against Israel. Funny, I watched the Left Behind movie with Kevin Sorbo in it a few hours ago. Nice, Helix. I don't know if I've seen that one or not. I've seen a few of them. Um, I think they're fair description of what happens, but I don't think it's. I think there's certain things, at least as from what I read, that are not an accurate description of how it plays out. I think it's a lot more subtle than what that uh, Left Behind is showing. To be honest, I mean, you look at it now and everything. Um, there's so many sick things out there. Um, I mean, like this war in Israel, started October 7th, when Hamas went over and killed 1,500 people, raped, murdered, burned alive, cut off their heads. That's how it started. Um, if this is the war of Ezekiel, and from everything that I've seen, Iran telling Israel if they go into Gaza and start doing, Iran's going to get involved. Um, Russia kind of saying the same thing and getting it more in line with the Islamic people. Um, yeah, it could be bad. It could be really bad. It's freaky. Just hope the rapture is real. I believe in the rapture. I agree with you. I do believe in the rapture. The problem is I don't know if the rapture is pre-trib or post-trib. What I mean by that, I think it's going to come definitely before the 3.5 years is up to where the tribulation gets really bad. I definitely think it's going to be before that, but I don't know if it's before the tribulation starts. The Great Tribulation is 3.5 years, so it's a 7 year period. Um, the first 3.5 years aren't real bad. They bring peace to the Middle East. This Antichrist brings peace to the Middle East and stuff like that. But after that 3.5 years, the Great Tribulation starts, and it's going to be just an all out massacre. So I don't think God would put his people or put his people through that. That's where I just don't know. I don't know if it's before the tribulation starts, or if it's in that middle of the 3.5 years, or before the Great Tribulation. You don't want to deal with tribulation for 7 years, right? I don't think any Christian was. Any Christian does. I'm one of them. I don't know. It's interesting. I've always thought I would see the end, uh, and now I'm definitely starting to see the end. So kind of freaky. Matthew Perry, 54, so he wasn't much older. Apparently, the Revelation 12 sign took place in September. They held the SDGs at the fucking safety Israel act. Huh? I'll have to look into that one. I haven't really looked into that one. I mean, look at all the supporters. Here's what I think, and I think the United States to be on needs to be on top of it. I think there's a lot of misinformation being, or propaganda being put out from Hamas and Iran for people to think this is okay. I'll look into that, Helix. Revelation 12, you say, huh? Unity over division. Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans are a threat to our very soul of our country. So much for unity and unity over division. What the heck? Huh. Doesn't surprise me. I don't know. The world is sick. But some of the stuff they have on the internet is just sick. Just sick. Don't get people. All right, guys. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for me. I have to. I just wanted to get on here and kind of see you guys, or listen to you guys, or hear you guys, since I haven't been on lately. We'll be getting more on track here soon. Um, Once I get a new router, we'll start playing some games and stuff like that. It's just a little frustrating to try to play games when I'm at a disadvantage to people. So